Hey guys, so we're going to be doing this today. We're going to need the following things. We're going to need your traceable printed off the right size for your Bible. I'm using my Hannah Done It Bible. You're going to need a Bible safe pen, a ruler, preferably a clear one so you can see what you're doing, some pencil crayons of your own choice, and a pencil sharpener if you need one. So let's jump into the lesson. It occurred to me when I was planning out the colours I was going to use for my next devotional, and I call it auditioning colours, and this is kind of what I do. I scribble on bits of paper that some of you might struggle, and I do on occasion, to be fair, to work out what goes with what. Now, this is something called the colour wheel. I don't want to get into it. Yes, and I know there's a U missing if you're British, but hey ho. I don't want to get into massive colour theory, and I think, link in one of the videos to an explanation of colour theory. But dead simply, colours that are next to each other on the colour wheel. So if we take red, we could put red, violet, red, orange and orange with it, and they would go okay. We could equally go that way. And colours that are directly opposite are called opposites or complementaries, and they will go together. If you use the opposites, it will be very bright and shouty. It's often used in advertising. The opposites are to get your attention. So for instance, if you think of the Terry's chocolate orange packaging, it's orange and blue. Orange and blue are opposite each other on the colour wheel, and they'll stand out on the shelves. So that's one way you could pick your colours. There are loads more other ways. I found this one on the internet, which I thought was a little bit more helpful. You could get your crayons, your pencil crayons, and kind of look where they are, or find pencil crayons that would match them so you know what's going together. So this is just a little bit of an extension, and I will link all those below in the information about this video if that will help you. So they're both off websites. The other way, and this is an idea that an amazing lady called Karen Campbell, who runs awesomeartschool.com, uses. So she finds a print that she likes, and then she finds the colours out of that print and uses those. So that's the starting point. So here you could have a dusky pink, a slightly darker pink, this kind of reddy orange, a couple of greens. The writing is actually a brown colour, on this very reddy yellow. So that would give you the colours, and you know because they go together there, that when you use them on your Bible, that is how you could choose them. So that's a little bit about colour. I'm going to bring down today's 20-minute lesson. So we're in my Hannah Done It Bible, and we're going to use this traceable. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do my normal thing, popping in a piece of paper, and then I'm going to pop in my traceable. Now I'm doing it, normally I wouldn't show you how I'm going to trace, but actually it's integral to how I'm going to do this today. And to stop it moving, good old washi tape, kind of stop it moving around on me. If you're going to use washi tape for this, the cheaper the better, because it's not very sticky. So this is just cheap washi tape. It's not your expensive stuff. That's why I don't mind using it. It's not quite flat. So I've auditioned some colours already, which we're going with kind of these colours. So these, I've picked 5 different colours, because this is a music stave, and there's 5 different staves on 5 different lines on a stave. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my ruler on the line that is, let me move it into view better, that's under, that I can see underneath, and I'm going to draw each line with a different colour. I'm avoiding the person, but I'm going over everything else. I'm going to put in the pink line. I've made sure my colour pencils are really, really sharp for this. And I'm going to go to purple. So I'm kind of following the colour wheel with the colours. I'm going to go to my light turquoise, which is called light aqua. Again, these are just a mixture of crayons that I own, I've built up over the years, and that gives me my stave. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my black, and I'm going to outline my person with the black. And these are star people. There's lots of tutorials on YouTube or things on Pinterest to help you draw your own versions of these. And then I'm going to draw my stave. I'm going to put a big curve on that, and I'm going to put some thickness on like it is on the original. I'm going to thicken it up more than the original, really. Like that. And when I did the original writing, it was in a brush pen on my Procreate app, so it does go thicker and thinner deliberately. So I'm kind of trying to mimic that without getting too hung up about it. Like so. So because it was a brush pen on my app, that side of the A is thicker than the other side. Which I quite like the quirkiness of it all. Now, because I've done, smudge that a little bit, because I've done the stave in a colour, I'm going to do the notes in black. Now, if I wasn't doing them in black, I would not have gone over the notes as I put in the stave. I'm just going to grab my heat tool so I don't smudge it again. So sorry, just finishing my cup of tea. I'm going to grab my ruler now. Most rulers have got a bevel on them, so this kind of curve, and if you turn it upside down, this, you'll learn now for the first time what the bevel's for. It means if you've got this is a brand new pen, if you've got a new pen, it won't drag the ink because the ruler is not touching the paper. So I've flipped just to go through that again, my ruler is flipped upside down with the bevel side down. And what it does, I don't know if it'll do it on this. If it was a brand new pen, yeah, it's not working on this. Oh yeah, you might be able to just see it. It's kind of smudged across there. And that's what it'll do if you keep it the right way up. And I'm just drawing the other bits of the notes now. Like so, and I'm bringing this one up here. I've stylised these a little bit to what the original ones are, but that's fine, do your own thing. So before I go any further, I have actually smudged that one a little bit, but I'm not overly worried about that. So I could do my person in any colour I like, but I think I'm going to go for a dark and a light blue. I'm going to do the lightest blue in the background. Now when I drew this, my thought was that this character was dancing. Kind of kicking their feet in the air with joy, praising the Lord, that kind of idea. Now you could use your blending pen on this, pencil if you wanted to blend it in, up to you. Now what I've done is a similar technique there to what I did when we did the hearts right at the beginning. So dark around the edge, going to light in the centre, so the face itself looks a little bit 3D. And then I'm taking my darker colour and I'm just going to sharpen that. Taking my darker colour and shading in this area here. And then the last thing, I'm going to just write my own handwriting. You can see I missed the S out of Psalms there. Psalm 135, so I had to put it in really small afterwards. So, dead simple. There we go.